What up, everybody? So check it out. I wanted to make a more definitive video just to clearly define who I am and what I'm doing here, okay? My name is John Toole. I'm a homeless man. I've been homeless since December 9th of 2023. Okay? I'm 6 years sober. I'm a two-time suicide survivor, and I have 2 near-death experiences in my childhood due to trauma. I have a life experience that is worth gold. And I have educated myself since the day my daughter was born 6 years ago on how your fucking brain works so that I could figure out why I was having these destructive patterns and routines and what I could do to get out of it and why I didn't want to do the things that it took to get out of it. I've studied this extensively. I've read over 1,000 books on the topic. Okay? So I understand more than the average person how your brain works. And I've put myself on this platform to be of service to anybody who needs me. Whether you're asking how you can eat better or how you can exercise better or what you can do to change the way your negative thought patterns. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to interact with you guys and help you guys through life struggles. Okay? And at the same time, I'm also doing a lot in terms of starting my own nonprofit and getting involved with podcasting and different things. So real quick, I want to go over some things coming up. My second episode on Manny Vitale's My Fight, Our War will be on June 1st at 7 p.m. I'm also currently getting in the books to be on Kalisha Campbell's Pine Case Mental Health and Music podcast. So that'll be 3 episodes. 2 on Manny Vitale's platform, 1 on Kalisha Campbell's platform. And I'm also going to be going on a podcast called Walking with the Savior. I typically don't talk about religion and social media, but when I do go on that particular podcast, we will be getting into that topic a little bit if that interests any of you. Of course, these episodes will be shared on my page, so stay tuned, keep a lookout for it. And throughout the course of the last year, June 6th, I was sitting on a park bench, couldn't find a job, and was contemplating suicide. And I chose to, instead of taking my own life, I decided to pick up my cell phone and go live on Instagram. And that's the very first video I ever made. It's on my YouTube channel and the link on my profile. And since then, I've been live streaming every single day, no matter what it is I'm going through, no matter how good or bad I'm feeling. And throughout the process, I've met some amazing people who have helped me and inspired me to set up fundraisers and events, karaoke nights, car shows, Car Shop D-Style, Jim Thomas, bowling events. Any activity that I can involve in recovery, I'd like to have an annual fundraiser involving that activity, whether it be fishing, kayaking, tubing, boating, an annual, I think it'd be cool to have a boat race. That'd be cool. I don't have a boat, but nonetheless, when I first did my very first video, I never would have thought that I would be getting involved in podcasting. I never would have thought I would have wrote a book. I never would have thought I would have met 90% of the people I've met along the way. I never would have thought that I would have got a free haircut. I never would have thought I would have found a job through social media by doing karaoke and meeting my boss and him telling me to come down and apply, and it actually working, and I found a job and I'm able to hold it. I never would have thought that my whole life would change simply by going live a year ago, but it did. And throughout the course of the process, I've recorded exactly how I've done everything I've ever done so that I can help you guys. That's why my shirt says, I did it, you can too. I did it, you can too. All you got to do is hit me up and I'll tell you how to register your LLC, how to start a business, how to start a merch line, how to publish a book, anything it is you want to do, how to eat better, how to exercise better, how to understand what the hell's going on up here sometimes. Sometimes people just need somebody to talk to. I'm that dude. So, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have documented the process every step of the way. And throughout the years, I've said it the other day, like I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't have a 10-year plan. I have the rest of my life plan. So throughout the rest of my life, I'm going to do whatever I can to educate people on mental health and sobriety and advocate in these areas and to teach people how to start businesses and how to identify their passions and how to live a healthy lifestyle, whatever that may mean for them. For everybody's life experience is different. So, but I'm that dude. So I'm currently trying to help get 2 children from Rockford School District 205 into counseling. Jalea Thompson was an 11-year-old girl who passed away last year. I was at her funeral. I did some live streaming there. And Rockford School District 205 is having some big issues. So off camera, I've been doing that and setting up these podcasts. And there's 2 students in RPS 205 right now who are having similar issues, and I'm trying to. Their parents have contacted me, and we're trying to figure out what we can do to make change in Rockford School District 205 so that these kinds of things can stop happening, and also get these children the much needed mental health services that they need, because state insurance doesn't cover it. So I really wish I could do city hall meetings. I got a lot to cuss the mayor out about in regards to that. But city hall meetings are Mondays at 5:30, and I work from 3 to 11. So until I can switch shifts or until something changes in my life to make that a possibility, kind of limits me. And I've met the mayor quite a few times. I run into the mayor about once a month, and every time he tells me to get a hold of his assistant and set up an appointment to see him, and then I get a hold of his assistant and I leave her voicemail after voicemail and emails and everything else, and I've never once gotten a response. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but yeah, that's our mayor for you. Hopefully I can get a response soon. I know he's one of my followers, and I know his assistant and a few people at City Hall are some of my followers, so maybe they'll see this video. But contact me. I've contacted you 1,000 times. Contact me. We need to set up an appointment that's at a time when I'm not working so that we can discuss these things, because the children in RPS 205 are suffering, and when it comes to kids, I don't fucking play about that shit. So don't think I'm just going to sit here and stay silent about it. We need to get these counselors out of the office and in the classroom. If these counselors know what I know, then we need to clearly telling the children that they can go talk to the counselor if they need something is not working. We need to send the counselors to the classroom. If you agree with that, hit like, hit share, whatever. But these counselors need to fucking get off their salaries and get off their fucking chairs in their offices with their doors closed, and they need to go out and they need to teach a class about mental health. That's what they need to do. So, because putting one little chapter in a health book during health class is clearly not working. It's not working. And yeah, so love yourself, love others, love the world around you. I'm here for you if you need me. Peace.